We are here in Los Angeles celebrating the third record year for the U.S. wind industry in a row. This year, as last year, the U.S. market for wind will be the largest in the world. There's a huge interest in this market. You can go out on the exhibit floor and see the 419 exhibitors, 90% larger than it was a year ago, the exhibition.
The industry got its start actually not far from here in 1981 and had a long period of slow growth because of the world oil glut. But around the end of the 1990s it started to take off. It's growing dramatically. Every year since 2000 our conference has been the biggest one ever. We've gone from attracting 500 or 600 people to over 6,000 this year. We have now a 98,000 square feet of exhibit space. The combination of global warming and rising energy prices has really opened up a hole for new technology without any emissions to come in, and we're trying to make the most of it.
5, 10, 15, 20% by the year 2030 is possible. And the debate is no more whether or not it's possible. The debate and the discussion and the charge for our industry and then ultimately for this country is what do we have to do right now to make that happen? Because a vision that big and a vision that long requires not just good planning, but it requires action started today for the several tasks that do in fact have long lead times.
From this vantage point, it looks almost impossible, but we believe it is possible. We believe it's possible because we know that there are technologies in the pipeline. We know that there are new ways of doing business that we're starting to craft today and building at scale in a way that we've never done before that will make it possible. And the energy industry has a long history of making what seems to be impossible possible. In 1999, the DOE projected that by 2020, the U.S. would have 3,600 megawatts of wind installed. The industry surpassed that in 2002, 18 years ahead of schedule. So what an extraordinary thing that we find ourselves asking the question, can we get 300 plus gigawatts of wind into the ground by 2030? And the industry saying, yes, we can. There are huge challenges, but yes, we can.
Finally at that great moment when we didn't ever think, certainly I didn't think, 10 years ago. It's a policy issue, but it's an operational issue today, and that is a big sign of maturity for this industry.
In the end, transmission is cheap relative to the value that it brings to consumers of clean, cost-competitive energy. But it isn't just important to wind. It's important to the electric industry in general to invest in transmission to create a more cost-competitive and efficient electric industry serving the nation as a whole.